Howdy there, partner. We're just about ready to get going, so grab your cowboy hat and saddle up.
True North Reviews, True North Reviews, True North Reviews.
Hey there, welcome to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we are reviewing the new Luke Bryan album, Born Here, Live Here, Die Here. This is the latest full-length album from American bro country pop artist Luke Bryan, an artist who over the years has toned down the hip-hop and electronic influences since his days of 2013's Crash My Party, but it doesn't matter, he's still on that grind singing about girls, dirt roads, pickup trucks, and all the girls he might pick up in that pickup truck and outdrink maybe in a dive bar, whatever country singers pander to these days. It's all the same. It's been pretty stagnant over the past 10 years, I would have to say. Now, adding to the merciless repetition and tedious subject matter of bro country, it's not all that surprising that Bryan sticks to a formula for track length as well, writing songs that hover around the perfect single of 3 to 3.5 minutes. In fact, every single song on Born Here, Live Here, Die Here is smack dab right on with that. So, naturally, jumping into the lead single, or at least the single I heard first, Knockin Boots, with a title like that, you know there's nothing left to the imagination, you know exactly what you're going to get, except then you have your soul sucked out of your body because Luke spews every country cliche he can, kind of whines with his vocal delivery too. And really, that's nothing new for Luke, who's been doing this album in, album out, while gaining a pretty massive following, much to my chagrin. And it's not like I'm out here trying to be the devil's advocate or anything. I just don't see the macho ringleader country boy character that appealing, especially in the case of someone who is as superficial and primitively driven as Luke Bryan. For example, in the second cut of this record, What She Wants Tonight, Luke is infatuated with this girl at the club who could be with just about anybody. He makes her feel empowered and entitled to that. Of course, she can say no, but Luke doesn't realize if she's single or not and is already picturing going home with her to do, let's just say, knocking some boots. Delusional, if not scummy, if you ask me. Lyrically bad, obviously, but also sonically trash. What She Wants Tonight is overproduced. There's no sense of connection or emotion until Bryan yelps out a very cringeworthy falsetto in the track's final moments. Piling on more issues, which are not necessarily always the singing, we just fall into the trap of one cliche after another. The title track, I feel like I've heard this for the millionth time, this narrative of a small town country boy never leaving this small town because his dad and grandpa have made it this tradition to stick around and know everybody, which, funny enough, Luke refers to this girl who he's known since the second grade on this track, recounting this kiss that they shared, and now he doesn't want to leave. I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up knocking boots based on how much Luke Bryan has fixated on that topic from the first two tracks. Because yeah, Luke Bryan has established a grand total of 0 likable personality traits up until this point of the record, and I haven't established any sense of trust with him either. But hey, we continue on like we do, and up next we have One Margarita, where I start to get this sense that we're supposed to feel bad for Luke because he's no longer surrounded by people who are from around here, as he brilliantly sums up in the first lyrics of the song, "Everybody here ain't from here, but we're here doing our thing." Ugh, if this isn't pandering, then the chorus only confirms that. It goes 1 margarita, 2 margarita, 3 margarita shot. I think I might rather take a gunshot to the leg. But then again, this is from the mind that brought us. Everybody here ain't from here, but we're here doing our thing. Here, here. Now, if we can move on from that, to make the horrible lyrics worse, Luke doesn't even write most of the songs on Born Here, Live Here, Die Here either. Instead, he's probably happily avoiding the train wreck that unfolds before his very eyes in the writing room. For example, on Too Drunk to Drive, this is where I get the sense that the writers were not only working with a limited range of lyrical scope, but they must have had some amnesia, because if they're claiming Luke can be drunk without having a drink, they're clearly forgetting the 3 margarita shots he had on the previous song. And you know, I'd be fine find with multiple songwriters on an album, usually collaboration brings out creativity, it brings out synergy. But judging by the writing credits on this album, I would say Luke is even confused about which Mike wrote Too Drunk to Drive, because on For a Boat, he says he's too broke for a boat. Too broke for a boat, too drunk to drive. If we're not just playing country song Mad Libs at this point, frankly, I don't know what the hell is going on. And that's where I need help understanding the song Build Me a Daddy. If this is an attempt to write an emotional country ballad, I don't know if saying Build Me a Daddy is the most appropriate way of going about it. I mean, with an aging Luke Bryan fan base, in this economy and all, they're probably going to see right through it. And it's funnier that Luke doesn't, because he uses an outdated term like Knockin Boots on the same friggin' album. Call Her Daddy, that's what I was referring to. It might make you want to question where we can go after that, and maybe Luke was with me on that. He was on the same page with me for once, because he has a song on this record aptly entitled Where Are We Going? Which actually, I enjoy this song. It's a long time coming in this review that I enjoy a song off of this album, and I gotta give a small amount of praise, because the number of songwriters were brought down. We have Luke actually writing the song for once, so maybe if he wrote a bit more on this album and had less people helping him, it would sound a bit better. Because for the rest, it's usually just this bureaucratic mess of who said what, and I can't remember if that songwriter already said that. And it's funny enough, if we're picking on song title names here, the final song on this record is called Down to One, as if we couldn't tell this is the last song on the album. Maybe one last hurrah to celebrate the past of Luke Bryan, because he just phones it in, obviously calling back to his older days of doing that bro country with a lot more electronic, a lot more kind of hip-hop instrumental elements on this track. And of course, with the lyrics, if these didn't make me want to leave a party when there's only one Bud Light left and there's no margarita shots, maybe I should talk to Luke about those 3 margarita shots, or the gunshot to the leg. Whatever there is to drink, or in this case, not to drink at the end of the night, I don't know who would want to stick around listening to this music anyways until 1 a.m. Down to One seems like a crummy final song on an album that fails to evolve Luke Bryan as an artist. Barely anything is actually redeemable on it. A sliver of quality might reside with the atmospheric guitar work, and that's just about it, because the rest of Born Here, Live Here, Die Here might as well just die here. If it's still living, I can tell you, you might as well just be hearing it goes 1 margarita, 2 margarita, 3 margarita shot. Oh, Luke Bryan, he's washed up. He sold his soul and lost his music integrity more than like half a decade ago, or maybe he just never had it to begin with. Don't look now, guys. Sam Hunt might just have some competition for Worst Album of the Year. I am handing Luke Bryan a 1 out of 10 for Born Here, Live Here, Die Here. And there you have it. There's the album review for today. A bit of a downer, I know, but make sure you guys sound off down below in the comments. Tell me why I might be wrong. If you agree, disagree, I'm here to engage with you guys. If you'd like to leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town, I'd appreciate that. As always, thanks for watching, and have a rockin' day.